Good morning to you. I'm Jeff Slakey. We've got some great guests to talk about a bunch of things actually here on the docket this morning. Dale and Jerry, what's going on, kids? How are you?
Good morning, Jeff.
Morning, Jeff.
How was that motorcycle ride in, Dale?
It was just a thought, passing thought, until I heard the temperature.
Yikes, passing thought indeed.
Because it's supposed to be nice this afternoon.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful, near 60.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have threw it in the back.
Get a hauler. There you go.
I could have waited until it warmed up, I guess, before coming in.
So why should you stop now?
Couple of different options here. Maybe tomorrow you can do it too.
For sure.
This past weekend, you guys were up at the North Mason Chamber of Commerce Awards Gala. It was at the Alderbrook, right?
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes, their annual event.
Great.
Saw a couple of photos from you guys and from other folks around there. Looked like a lot of people.
It was a big turnout, enthusiastic. It was, I would say, one of the more energized events that they've had over the years. There, we've gone quite regularly there, and gosh, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And, of course, there were dignitaries there. Kilmer offered the keynote address and saying that the motto on the Washington State logo must have meant or been talking about Mason County and, provided all the enthusiasm, words of hope and that for the county and the progress that they have seen within the county. So that was really nice.
I don't even know.
Trees and streams and all that are part of the
Mason County. They must have been talking about Mason County.
Yeah, okay.
It's always
working
of
the
course,
crowd.
I'm not doing his speech justice, but anyway, it was great and lots of people well attended and just good conversation. The one thing I did want to point out, and this I should use it later, but I'll lead in here, was one of the people that was recognized was the school superintendent in the North End. Mm-hmm. And I apologize, I don't have her name, but the progress that the school has made this year, and we know they have a new school.
Yeah.
Dana Rosenbach.
Dana, that's right.
And she has a new school to do, a new superintendent, and they're seeing new things. So she was one of them nominated for Citizen of the Year,
yes.
I believe. And so just can kind of give you a little bit of an idea of the pride that they have in their school, in their new superintendent, and the hope that Kilmer was talking about for the future and all of our natural assets and whatnot.
So it looks nice up there. I mean, the high school and things.
New high school there.
Nice.
And, oh, man, I'll tell you. And we're going to talk specifically about the Shelton School District here in just a moment. But, yeah, lots of pride, like I say, it was just a very upbeat evening. And the folks in North Mason have worked hard to you make it an image, you make it cohesive. You've got a beautification project that's ongoing right now, and all these things, and so it was a positive night, and I think it's a good example for the rest of the county too, as well, to keep doing what we're doing. We're going the right direction, and just when you think, well, let's take a deep breath here, now it's time to dig in deeper and push a little harder. Yeah. We want to acknowledge the awards that were given out over the evening on Saturday night. The Nonprofit Organization of the Year was given to Faith in Action Senior Services. Business of the Year was Computer Creations Northwest, Troy Jasmine, and his entire staff, which includes Troy and that's about
Troy Jasmine and Jasmine, Troy.
Yes. Mendy Harlow, our friend from the Salmon Center, got Citizen of the Year. And she had a real fine speech. She did really well. Also, the Member of the Year, Shauna Stice-Hawley from Edward Jones Investments. So congratulations to all them, all contributing to the community in different and various ways. And then there was a Shop Local Media Sponsors drawing. And so we congratulate Haven of Allen, who won our media package. And they'll be in touch. We'll be in touch with them soon to get them all set up. So don't be surprised to hear Haven of Allen on the radio here in the very near future.
So we've got a bond vote here in the community tomorrow. You got to get your ballots in tomorrow night, postmarked or into the Dropbox by 8 o'clock, and it is going to be a huge, could be potentially historic change for the Shelton School District. A lot of folks have been talking about this. You guys don't have kids that are coming up through the school district.
Nope.
Right.
not necessarily in the school district.
Nope.
Why is it still, though, important to have this thing passed? I mean, for you guys, a lot of folks will come, hey, make sure you vote for the school. I don't have kids in the system. I don't care. I don't have kids here. Whatever.
Yeah, and Jeff, I think that is a huge issue here in Mason County just because of our demographics. A lot of people on a limited income, and they're saying, I can't afford to do this, and I say you can't afford not to. Mm-hmm. If we look, especially as large as our county is and the rural nature of it, and we look as this aging population goes, do you want an educated kid, an educated person taking care of you when you get older?
Sure.
The other part is we need confidence for the kids. The confidence comes from the environment that we're in and the environment for learning, good teachers. You know, we had graduation matters. There's a second thing that goes along with that. The goal is every kid in Mason County graduates, but also ready for life. And even if these kids aren't going on to school, we are obligated to provide a foundation for them, a foundation that offers an environment to live in, an environment to learn in, as well as the educated resources to teach them. And with that, we will make Mason County better. We will make Mason County great. If we continue to ignore this issue, we will remain the same.
How has it been, I mean, over the years, trying to, I know because I'm here, but trying to find folks that have the skill sets needed to fill employment positions, not only unique positions like here at the radio station, but just when you guys are out in the community,
sure,
finding folks that know how to do the skills that are needed. It's been tough.
It's been a challenge. And, historically, kids get up and out of school and leave, go to beyond to more education or what service or whatever. Do they come back? And do they come back to help the community? Some do, some don't. But, going back to this theme of, if the community shows they care and the schools get repaired and there's a bright environment for the children, they don't necessarily put it together 1 and 1 is 2, but they know that people care about them. They don't go, oh, new school, let's trash it. They appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it's an indirect feel good kind of a thing for them, for the kids. And it's a positivity type environment, and it just shows that there's caring and that the people do know that they're in school. They do know that it's an important part of their lives, and this is a way for us to show that we understand that it's the most important part of your life when you're going to school.
Yeah.
That is your life, and for adults to dispose of it or to treat it as not very important really casts a pall over a kid's attitude.
Yeah.
If parents don't care, my grandparents don't care, why should I care?
Why should I care?
And how important is your home environment? When you strive as a parent to provide a safe, warm environment for your kids that enables them to be themselves and learn. In your recent times with Kaiser going on to school and going into a new environment and he's adapting to it, how important is environment to the kids?
Oh, it's huge.
And when you think of how are they proud to be in that environment? And if the answer to that is no, because our building, our house, our home is falling down or is unstable, how important is that? I know it was really important for me. Where I got a lot of my encouragement was from my teachers at school, from the security of going to a place that I knew and that I could learn and get some of those social skills. We remember things like home ec class, or maybe Dale with his automotive classes that we used to have in the past, and what a difference it made, in just basics. it's like if you don't know how to read, if you don't know how to do basic math, and I know we got calculators and all this good stuff to help us out, but we have to have that foundation, and we get that foundation from our school.
A lot of those classes aren't even around anymore. Home ec, band, shop, things like this as either requisites or prerequisites to complete your education.
Right.
So when you go in and you can't even, we talked with Drew McEwen about tests and ongoing tests, and it's always testing and testing and testing, but you don't necessarily learn the skills there. It's when you have the funds to provide the shop class, you may not remember how to cut a straight edge, but at least you remember the steps it takes to be aware of your situation so you don't cut your fingers off.
The safety factors that you learn and being in a shop environment and that sort of thing are really invaluable lessons, especially when you're in that weird hormone state of life,
It's so awkward for everybody going through that stuff, and
Yeah.
to have the support knowing that, we're all going to work through this together. When I talked to Commissioner McDowell and Carrie Davidson a couple weeks ago, they gave me a great note that said about 40% of the folks that work at the city graduated from Shelton High School.
How about that?
Right. There's a lot of people who want to come back.
Yeah. And you want to have people in local city government grow up here, stay here, and be competent at what they do here.
And care about the county. We have a unique opportunity. We have the ingredients to make a difference. We have a school superintendent that truly cares and is providing the leadership that's needed to make a positive change in the community. He needs the tools to do that. And just as we see that change in North Mason, that's why I mentioned what I did and how the community is behind that and prideful of it, that we need to start doing some things that make us proud of Shelton and Mason County.
There'll be no regrets when you vote yes.
Oh, yeah, no.
So that's why we're here this morning chatting about this topic, because we need today and tomorrow as your last two chances to at least cast your ballot. And, in all truth, it doesn't matter where you vote for or against as long as you participate. But, of course, we are here to encourage you to vote yes.
Yes.
And it'll be paid back tenfold, the amount of money that you're going to have to spend to support the new bond and the levy issues. And so we certainly hope you'll vote a positive.
Do you know you have access to the fastest internet in Washington State? Switch to iFiber Communications right now and take advantage of our special offers. Pay only $29.95 for 100 megabit high-speed internet, or get 3 months of internet absolutely free. That's right, $29.95 for 100 megabit speeds or 3 months of internet free. Shop, stream, and game like never before with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Call 360-427-4000 or check us online at ifiber.tv. Subject to credit approval, valid on a 24-month contract.